You're too close to this one, Mirabelle. Besides, the Speaker has already decided.
Too close? They killed Simbar, Astara. I'm going to be a part of this whether you give the command or not.
Assassin, when you have a moment. Assassin, it's time to collect a payment past due. Mirabelle's outburst doesn't concern you, Assassin. Focus on the task at hand. Count Carolus still owes us for the sacrament. He claimed to have information about the Black Dragon. Meet him at the ruins of Dossick Moor and find out what he knows. We're not sure, but that's where he requested to meet. He has a camp there which he's using for his own clandestine purposes. Before you go, talk to Mirabelle. She has information concerning the Count that could prove useful to your mission. Don't dawdle, Assassin. I gave you a job and I expect you to handle it. Curiosity isn't a trait I encourage, especially when it comes to matters inside the Sanctuary. Still, you'll find out soon enough, I'm sure. Mirabelle has allowed Tanick's injury and the deaths of Simbar and the others to make her emotional. The deaths hit her hard, especially Simbar's. She craves revenge and it's making her anxious, reckless. That's dangerous for an assassin. We need to be cold, precise, calculated. The heat of emotion leads to mistakes, and that gets people killed. As close as any lovers can be, I suppose. The recent deaths visited upon us have affected Mirabelle, but Simbar's torture and murder, that one has left a mark. It has made her emotional, which is never a good thing in our business.
Astara just gave you my mission, didn't she? Well, I can't say I'm surprised. Did she? So I get to do all the work and you wind up with all the glory? I'm getting a little tired of sticking to the shadows all the time. I'm sorry. Was there something else you wanted from me? How typical. All right. Listen closely. Dossick Moor was the fort once, before it fell into ruin. The Count has a small camp there that he uses from time to time, though I haven't determined why. I guess we all have our secrets. Excuse my attitude, but you have to understand. Simbar. Anyway, I've been hunting the Black Dragon, on my own. I got so close I could hear her voice, but I had to break off the hunt. I didn't want to wind up dead, you understand. Isn't it obvious? She thinks I've lost my perspective, that I'm too sad or angry or whatever to do the job I've done 100 times before. Just promise that you won't tell Astara about any of this. She already thinks I'm reckless enough as it is. I appreciate your discretion. If Astara knew what I've been up to, she'd confine me for my own protection. We're assassins, damn it. We don't need protection. One more thing. The last time I tracked the Black Dragon, I followed her past the Dossick Moor ruins toward the old enclave of the Hourglass before I turned back. Make sure the Count tells you what he knows about the Order of the Hour's old haunt.
I'm not used to being ordered about by a clandestine organization, so let's get this over with. I'd prefer to conclude our business and forget all about that dreadful ritual I had to perform. I already told your associate everything I know. The woman with the dark hair and the staff. Mirabelle, I believe she said her name was. Do I really need to repeat myself to every assassin that slips out of the shadows? Of course. I assume you don't know the Black Dragon is the first sword of the Order of the Hour. My spies report they're amassing an army at the enclave of the Hourglass. Siege weapons, new recruits. They threaten Kvatch and the Brotherhood alike. If that's everything, I'd like to get back on my horse and return to Castle Kvatch. If I'm gone too long, I suspect Primate Artorius will go ahead and change all the locks. Oh, very well. What's a few more moments when I get to spend it with a deadly assassin? What else would the Brotherhood like to know? Just that the Black Dragon is one of the deadliest warriors I've ever seen. Wears armor as dark as oblivion and twice as frightening. Even makes the rest of the Order nervous. Right after I received the first reports about her, the murders began. Not a clue. We only suspected that the murder victims were members of your guild recently, so my spies never even explored that line of questioning. No offense, but if the lot of you wound up destroying each other, I wouldn't lose any sleep over it. By the Ruby Throne, stop doing that! I've told you everything I know. The Order of the Hour has increased its numbers by offering pardons to Fortunata's pirates, and the Black Dragon can be found in the Enclave of the Hourglass. Now, leave me be!
Over here. Assassin. I hoped I might run into you here. Who do you think you are to question my actions? If you must know, Astara sent me to look into the Order of the Hour's activities. Siege weapons, new recruits. They're building an army out here. Saw right through that, did you? Astara didn't send me. That was a lie. I'm here without contract or permission. I know this might be hard for you to understand, but I need to do this. For Simbar. Just one thing. I need to find the Black Dragon and make her pay for what happened to Simbar. I heard her voice and I'd recognize it anywhere. Are you going to stand in my way? Good. I didn't want to fight you about this. By the way, you might want to deal with those siege weapons and other preparations the Order is making. Anything you can do to disrupt their operations will benefit the Brotherhood in the end.
What assurances do I have before I present your offer to the remaining Red Sails captains?
I guarantee your pirates will enjoy all the rights and privileges of the Order, but only so long as they remain righteous.
And the pardons we were promised? Much of my crew is wanted for crimes throughout the Gold Coast and beyond.
Everyone who joins the Order has their offenses absolved, both religiously and legally. We're about to initiate Captain Zayas' crew now, by the way.
I'll take word of your fair offer to my crew, after I observe the initiation, if you're all right with that. Yes.
Someone get the guard.
life for Akatosh begins. Honor to the Order.
Something I never said. Did you meet the new commander?
Above yourself, initiates! To me, warriors of Akatosh!
Someone help!
You'll pay the bounty for that. You certainly will.
I'm unarmed. May we speak before you kill me? It seems you have me at a disadvantage, but you don't have to be afraid of me. Put away your weapons, and I'll help you in whatever way I can. Primate Artorias teaches us that no one is beyond redemption. In time and with effort, all wrongs can be righted. I can be patient. Can you? The Primate says regrets are as numerous as the stars in the sky, and they shine brightest in the darkness. But I don't want to talk about religion anymore, do you? It seems you have me.
The Black Dragon! How brave of you to seek the most powerful warrior in our order. I can show you where her chambers are, if you like. You know, the Black Dragon was a lot like you once, before she sought redemption. As I understand it, she was an assassin. She killed on command, and with impunity, leaving a graveyard full of corpses in her wake. She's a member of the Dark Brotherhood. That is, she was, until they pushed her too far. Members of the Order are encouraged to talk about their pasts. But we should get to someplace more private. You don't want to get caught out in the open if more of the Order appears. I'll take you to the Black Dragon's chambers. We can talk there. Stay close. The Black Dragon's chambers are behind that door. Follow me. Huh. Looks like we're all alone.
Here. I'm waiting for the Black Dragon.
Setting a trap for the dragon. Is that the idea?
Wait, who's that with you?
I am death, you silly fool! We'll meet again, assassin, and next time I'll be ready to deal with you.
Don't mourn for me, assassin. I've always dreamed of the void. I'll see Simbar and the Dread Father soon. But you need to warn Astara. The Black Dragon is...
So, Assassin, was the Count's information worth all the trouble he put us through? The Black Dragon is one of the Order. That puts everything that she's done to us in a new perspective. What else did you uncover? The Grand Sermonizer, the Chanters, now an army of religious warriors. It seems the priests of Akatosh have declared war against the Dark Brotherhood. Were you able to learn anything else about the Black Dragon? So the Count was using the ruins of Dossick Moor to spy on the Order of the Hour? Now if we only had some idea as to who's inside the Black Dragon's armor. One of our brothers and sisters? I don't recognize the name, but there are other sanctuaries. Why would our sister hunt us? And why work for the Order of the Hour? Where's Mirabelle? I need her to do some digging. You encountered the Black Dragon, and you survived? But Mirabelle, why was she even there? I knew her recklessness was going to get her killed. And now we face a greater threat. For all that you've learned, there's still so much we don't know. You did well to disrupt the Order's preparations, and your reward includes a bonus to reflect that. I just wish we hadn't lost another sister along the way. But that's all for now, Assassin. Speaker Tyrannus and I have much to discuss.